My worst habit? Probably doing this in an interview.
So this is always called middle school, the worst years of my life. So we're playing a game of firsts and worsts. Who was your first celebrity crush?
What is your reaction? I don't know if I should say his name.
Always was and always is Dave Franco. I mean, him and Theo James.
Justin Bieber.
First celebrity crush, probably Jesse McCartney.
Okay, so I was a big fan of Jessie on Disney Channel. Cameron Boyce is my first celebrity crush.
Probably Mila Kunis.
Well, I've always been in love with Selena Gomez, and it still hasn't really changed, so I would just say she's my one and only.
First and your last. What's the worst school rule that your school has?
The worst school rule is probably uniforms, because I do have uniforms, and yeah, they have one day of free dress, which I guess is okay.
The worst school rule I have ever had would probably have to be dress code, because I go to a school with dress code and I love fashion so much, so it's so hard because I'll be like, oh, I have this really cute outfit that I want to wear tomorrow to school, but then you can't wear it, and so
Save it for after.
yeah, I'm like, okay, after school, I guess.
Oh, maybe we were not allowed to have our phones out even at lunch in middle school, and that was always a hard one. That or dress code for me was the big one.
We couldn't go to the bathroom very much, but I think that goes for all schools. I mean, I had half the time, all my memories from middle school is just me trying to hold it in. I'm like, I gotta go to the bathroom.
Probably not good. They're gonna have a lot of bladder.
I had a really mean teacher, yeah.
What would you say is your worst habit?
My worst habit? Probably doing this in an interview. My mom has told me to stop doing that. I pucker my lips a lot, and I also bite my nails.
Ooh, my worst habit is saying I always say whenever I'm talking, I say
Worst habit in general, I cough every time I eat for some reason. I don't know if it's really a habit, but yeah.
My worst habit, biting my cheek when I'm nervous. Yeah, it's a weird habit.
What was your first impression of Val?
My first impression of Val? Well, actually, I had watched him on Dancing with the Stars beforehand, and I was like, wow, he's kind of strict. So when he first came in, I was kind of like, oh man, this year's going to be great. He's going to push me, and he definitely does. But secretly, he's like a giant teddy bear. He's super sweet.
Your first audition?
My first audition was for a short film I did in Portland. I actually ended up getting it. I was like a little dancer, ballerina, and I had a few lines in it.
You have a worst audition?
Ooh, worst audition story? Honestly, it was probably that one since I was brand new, but it ended up working out okay.
What was your first big splurge?
I'm a big sneakerhead, so I would say I cashed out on Yeezys, and those were very expensive.
My first big splurge was my car. I would say that was my first big splurge. I got a car pretty recently, actually.
Who's the first celeb you ever met you got starstruck over?
You know, since a year ago, I've loved Margot Robbie, and at the Oscars, I wanted to go take a picture with her, but she was talking to some people, and I wanted to take a picture with her, but I couldn't. But Margot Robbie has me starstruck. She's amazing.
Austin Mahone. I loved him as a baby child, you know.
Probably Drake, because or Taylor Swift. I saw Taylor Swift at a red carpet event. I was just kind of got a little starstruck, but Drake, just because I'm such a big fan of his music, when I saw him, I'm like, wow, that's starstruck. But
what's the worst fashion phase you've ever gone through?
Oh, probably 4th, 5th grade, I was obsessed with wearing Abercrombie and Hollister t-shirts. It was the phase that a lot of kids went through at that time, where it was you just wore a t-shirt with that and your Miss Me jeans, and it didn't work out for me. I really regret that stage in my life. I wish I had let my mom dress me.
Oh gosh, I'd probably say that I did this one hairdo every single day, and I would wear stretch pants and these Ugg boots every day. I did my hair in a bump and then a high ponytail every single day, and now I totally regret it so much.
What's the worst food you've ever eaten?
Zucchini. You do not even have to ask me twice. It's zucchini.
I really don't like pickles, so maybe that, but that can't be the worst. Oh no, I had to eat something for the show that was so bad. It was pudding mixed with ketchup, mixed with, I think it was soy sauce. Nasty.
I'm not a big fan of tomatoes.
Right there with you, man.
They're just not really good. Some people are in love with them. I'm like, how do you like those? But
what would you say is the worst year of your life if you have one?
Worst year of my life. You know what? I haven't had very many horrible years, but I would say maybe, I want to say it was like 2013 or 12. It was when I was in middle school, and I had ankle surgery, and I couldn't walk for months. So that was probably the worst.
Go out and do the fun things.
Yeah, but hey, I can't complain. I've had a good life.